dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through just being.
All right, y'all. So I stayed away from this for good reason, and I watched some of the actually a lot of the responses or whatever the case may be, and I just wanted to chime in because I actually understand where our ladies are coming from. Except if we're being honest, we don't know who exactly her man dealt with or whatever the case may be, and us jumping out the window in order to defend you when she never mentioned you directly. She never mentioned black women, so she could have simply just been talking about American women because she spoke about German women. But it only says that your aggressive responses to what she said and your insinuation actually shows that you feel like you are associated with black men, even though, never mind all the things that you say about us negatively, about how you don't need us and so on and so forth. Nonetheless, I'm going to keep going though, because I really do know and understand exactly how y'all feel, right? I understand that y'all don't want conversation about what's going on with us and inside of you and all of those things coming from across the line about your life and how you live and how you should be living and what you should be doing or whatever the case may be. Much like when you go to the courts because we have a disagreement that probably could be fixed with grown-up conversation, but because you don't get what you want when you want it, how you want it, you actually introduce our situation and bring European energy through the system into our business so that they can in turn tell us about how we're living and tell us how we should be living. Oh, damn. However, you're feeling really attacked by what she said, even though she didn't really mention you per se, but you're making an insinuation, or you feel like it's an insinuation against black women or whatever the case may be. So therefore you responded, and you feel like it was unabated and uncalled for, much like your responses to the Passport Bros movement when you were talking about how all of those women are from third world countries and they can't read or write and they're uneducated. And damn, it just dawned on me that those women didn't say nothing about you, but because those men put these videos and pictures up and all of those things, you had a reaction to those women and you dogged those women unabated and who had nothing to say about you. Damn, this is not going the way that I intended. Now, I saw a lot of responses that, a lot of women was like, fuck him. And basically kind of insinuating that he's been pillow talking or whatever the case may be and telling his experiences, so on and so forth, about his past relationships, and got her jumping out the window and actually putting all of this shit out here. Kind of like you do when we meet you and you tell us all the worst shit that you experienced in your last relationship that only include him being a monster and a demon, and tell us how perfect you are by not mentioning what you do. And the more and more I'm thinking about it, maybe it's not so much pillow talking, it's the fact that you make your views visible on this thing right here, and they get to witness everything that you are, everything that you say, everything that you do, and everything that you believe by simply watching what you broadcast to the world. Maybe that's how she know your mannerisms and so on and so forth. However, you are beautiful, strong, independent women who can handle things on your own and you have a voice. You're queens, you're educated, so on and so forth. Which leads me to wanting to ask, why in the world that you think that we should stand up with you when it's female energy against female energy? So let me get this straight. You want us to defend a theoretical person who may or may not have hit a woman in the face, and you dog us for that because those people who were standing around didn't do anything when the shit never happened in front of them in the first place. And by the way, it may have been, and it's looking like it was self-defense. While yelling and screaming, "We don't need a man." You literally just finished telling us how we are more dangerous than a bear. And now when a woman opens her mouth about you, you want us to defend you? As you say, I can talk for myself. Well, damn. This definitely didn't go the way that I thought it would go. Well, anyway, listen to what she said. Number one, she didn't mention you, but hit dogs holler. And apparently all that someone has to do in order to go viral is have you thinking that they're talking to you. And you make them popular. By the way, this is the same thing I've explained about Kevin Samuels. You did all that was needed in order for him to become the global phenomenon that he was before he left. God rest his soul. And nobody has, the one thing I haven't heard on all of these videos that I heard is where she was wrong. No one has explained where she was wrong and where she was lying. I've heard why you say that, to go viral, just like she did. I've heard you reaffirm that you don't want us. I've heard all of these different things, but no one has told me that she's wrong about how you actually treat us. And obviously it was enough for you to actually feel like you knew who she was talking about. It looks like I really can relate to you. God bless. Show off.